What's up, y'all? This is James at Street Speed, man. I'm gonna try not to go over time, but if I do, I'm gonna just have to put it on YouTube. I can't put it on social media because it's gonna be too long to upload on Facebook. But what do I want to get into? So I was just, I talked to myself, or whatever, and I basically pour into myself and I can just get myself ready for each day, I pray, I try to say ideas and what I want to do, if I got a job or whatever, I can just kind of not psych myself up, but, I just kind of hype myself up, get ready for the job so I can knock everything out. So, and I was just thinking, dude, how far I've came, with this business or whatever. And dog, starting out, I just needed information. I won't go and ask nobody for no money or nothing. I just needed information. So anybody who owned a business or were owners of business or whatever like that, always, I try to, make sure that I try to get as much information, ideas, and everything as much as possible. I don't like to really ask people for their resources or whatever like that, but I will ask you for information, basically, how do I start it, what's the things needed and all that stuff like that. And I just remember this is somebody on my wife's side of the family, he was a business owner, and he was like, yeah, man, if you ever need some information or whatever, I'll try to point you in the right direction. And I was like, all right, cool, because I got a lot of questions, because I'm about to, jump head first in on this or whatever. So every time I try to call him, talk to him or whatever, he never answered. You know what I mean? And yeah, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, For a while I was mad or whatever, but in the end, I was just like, yo, F it, I just figure out my damn self, and that's what I end up doing, dog. I end up doing it my daggone self or whatever. I was always gonna do it. I just needed to be pointed in the right direction. So I just did my research, see what I needed to do, just kind of put my own spin to it, and I just made it work, Now here we are, almost 5 years, Come January, I'll be 5 years in the business or whatever. So, and that is successful to me, I'm not big money yet, it's coming, but 5 years, still operating in business, starting from nothing, that's all the success right there, and then we just looking for further success. It don't stop. So, dog, it's gonna be times like that where, whatever, people ain't gonna live up to their word, and this is why you don't put faith in man, you always put your faith in God, so I don't have any ill feelings towards him now, because I'm where I need to be, and I was gonna get there regardless if he helped me or not, but, I'd be lying if I say I don't want to be petty to the man. I'm still petty, dog. But no, I don't got no hard feelings towards him, man. Because I'm gonna make it to where I'm trying to be regardless. If you help me out or not, So this is just to motivate. Not everybody's willing to help you. Not everybody's in your corner. Not everybody's gonna live up to their word, so you just got to make sure that you live up to your word. You say you're gonna do something, do it. Even if it puts you at a loss, you say, or if it sets you back, you know what I'm saying, you still said you was gonna do something, you know what I'm saying, so you gotta deliver on it. All right, that's what I got to say today.